have to, Amazon is also a constant place where there is always a change, right? There are new sellers coming, there are new products coming, the customer demand is changing, the shopper trends are changing. So it's always very, very important for you to keep expanding, keep innovative and launch or expand, right? So let's take each of these points in detail. The first one, the right product. As a beginner, let's say some of you have joined today or actually just started your journey. So it's very, very important for you to choose products which people actually do care, right? And this is always, you can always validate or invalidate this using features like keyword research of seller app or shopper trends of seller app, right? Because you have to always keep in touch with the consumer demands. And also as a beginner, you always choose a product which has a year-long demand, right? And many times we have seen sellers taking this mistake of selecting a product which is a seasonal in nature. So ensure that you're actually selecting a product which has a year-long demand. Next one, select products that are profitable long-term, right? So, the global supply chain after the pandemic, after the war has really changed. And maybe your sourcing cost has really, really shooted up. But again, ensure that you are choosing products which are profitable in long term, right? So you have to consider all the factors like the sourcing, the marketplace fees, all those things, the cost per click, are you able to source the product profitably? All those things you really need to look at when you source the product, when you identify the first product. How to find the perfect niche? I think we do have an advisor with Seller App who always says to us about really listening to the social and what's happening around you, right? And if you're a good listener and you also listen to what's happening across your around you, I'm sure that you can actually find products which are actually having good needs for the people and which are not served by the current marketplace. So always find products which are of good need. Avoid products which are seasonal fluctuation. Again, once you become expert in the game, you can always go for products which might sell only 3 months in a year or 4 months in the year. But in the beginning, always you choose for a product which has a year-long demand. Again, profit margin, we already covered that. So marketplace also has various fees attached to it. Like one of them is actually storage fees, which is always proportional to the dimensions of your product. So avoid large products, at least in the beginning. And you can always, once you again grow and expand, you can always look at that. And again, don't look at products which has a high competition unless you can make a huge difference. And if your changes are very incremental, if you can make only a minor differences in your product, don't go for products which are high competitive right now in the market. Competition research again. We do get a lot of inquiries from our existing customers who are actually launching newer and new products. And the chances of after they do a very deep competitor research, what we have seen is less than 20% of those products even qualified to actually sell. The reason for them may be one of them, right? So before you decide to launch a new product or even launch the first product, some of the things you can always look at is go to Amazon, think from a buyer point of view, and try to search for keywords which can actually lead users, the actual buyers to your product. So look at the existing listings, start searching for some of those and then see what kind of products are coming up, right? And if you think you can actually make a huge difference in terms of creating a brand new listing, if you think you can, that's a great thing. Look at the existing product reviews of the products which are already there. Understand, and there are various tools out there, including the reverse SEO by Seller App, which will help you to understand the most relevant keyword for the existing product. So you can input the SEO and the Seller App can actually give you the most relevant keyword for your product. And the last one is also try to understand what kind of ad campaigns, what type of ad types they're running, what kind of conversion they might be getting. So look at all these things in detail, which will help you to analyze the current market scenario.
Hey, it's Riya Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to Seller App's main YouTube channel,